Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are all y'all doing out there in YouTube land? It's your favorite cousin, Bill, and I'm out here right now.
Let us know how you doing. Tell us in the comments.
Put it out there.
How excited you are about this new episode of Warrior.
Don't walk up to me in public and ask me questions about what we say on this podcast. And you can say it in the comments. Say it first, then I'll see you and I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, say it in the comments like a real cool guy. Today we are talking about Season 3, Episode 5 of...
We're talking about Warrior.
I'm very excited to talk about this episode. It's another really great one this season. But what were your initial thoughts going into this one?
This episode?
Yeah, into this episode.
I mean, it was good. You know, I was really excited I was excited to see about what was going to happen with Mai Ling, you know what I'm saying? And,
she's in a tight spot.
Jimmy Lee seems to be causing a little bit of disruption, you know what I'm saying? I don't see him like he on the up and up, really. So, yeah, there's a lot of that going on, a lot of espionage type stuff going on. And we got Uncle June in this. I mean, we got Uncle June, Father June back. So that was cool, too.
Yeah.
So, a lot of excitement in this one.
The return of Father June. That was
ready to talk about it.
Yeah. Before we get into it,
what did you think about this one?
Oh man, I thought it was great. Like just another episode where they balanced the action and the drama really well, and just more evidence to my theory that they gonna definitely kill old girl. Like she's dead as disco. She's definitely gonna die. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Just a little house cleaning up top. Just wanted to let y'all know that we've been covering Marvel's Secret Invasion over at the 9 Nerd Yards channel. Guys, go ahead and check that out. There's gonna be links in the description. We've been having a lot of fun, and the season finale is next week, so you guys got to check out all the episodes we've done so far.
Do it.
But let's get into this episode. It begins by depicting the current predicament the leaders of the two most powerful Tongs in Chinatown have now found themselves in. You alluded to that. Young Jun and Mai Ling are both in a tight spot. Mai Ling's in jail, and Young Jun is about to get shipped off to China.
We're in a tight spot.
Man, what did you think of just seeing them both in like really low spots, more specifically Young Jun, because he is in a very specific situation. He didn't just get thrown in jail.
Yeah, Young Jun is in the, what do you call it? He was in INS back in the day. Like, that was like INS. They was locking whoever up. Just throw an Asian man in jail. Throw this motherfucker in jail. Why? I don't know. He Asian, though.
He's Asian. That's...
Well, be like, he doesn't look Chinese, though, sir. He Asian? Yep, he Asian. Well, then lock his ass up.
Well, he's sitting there talking to me for.
Send his ass back to China.
Yes.
And so...
And he was born in America. That's like
Young Jun is American as apple pie, man. He loves prostitutes and drugs and money. This dude could be more.
He's basically 2 Chainz. He's like, it's very American.
Exactly. He is a rapper. Maybe he's the first rapper. But we know for a fact that
I would definitely buy a Young Jun album. Like, I would like to see a hot.
Young Jun sounds like a rap name. Let's not get it twisted.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if in like 5 years there's a Young Jun, like just a rapper named Young Jun. But
I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a Young Jun out there trying to get his money for this right now. Like, he's probably trying to sue for this right now today. Like, yo, son, I've been Young Jun since '96, though. God damn.
It's like, damn. Oh, man.
Yeah, he must be a terrible rapper, because that's an awesome name.
Yeah, it's a great name. A great actor. I really like how this actor's kind of grown. I thought he was like more just a striking face in the first like few episodes, but I feel like the actor's really gotten the voice of the character down. And this is just a really rough place to see him in, where he's just down and dirty. He's eating shit food. He must be concussed because he got the shit knocked out of him in the last episode. But he finds a friend. He finds a nice friend in prison, which is always good to have.
Nope.
Yeah, Young June runs up on a group of youths who seem to know him from Chinatown, and they're initially really friendly, but then it's revealed that all of them have had loved ones who have suffered at the hands of the Hop Way.
Wow, get slapped up in here with Hop.
Yeah,
Hop
it was.
Way.
What did you think of like just this scene? Because we got a really cool fight scene out of it, which is always great. But just the dramatic aspect of we see how all these people have been fucked over by the heroes of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I thought this scene was kind of predictable, it was like, you up in here with a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's getting sent back home, basically because the shit that y'all doing. So,
yeah,
y'all caused a bunch of craziness. It went down, and I mean, I guess kind of is because of the shit that they're doing, but mostly it's like they're continuing to terrorize these people or charge these people for protection while they are not able to protect them.
Right, yeah, the whole game
State Farm
changed.
charging you even though they're not able to cover anything that you got.
Yeah, it's like, that's actually pretty apt. It's like, you get into a car accident and they're just like, man, we can't cover this.
Yeah, it's like, nah, man, I don't know what. You wrecked your car? Why'd you do that? Man, we can't cover cars.
You gotta be careful out here. Yeah, it was. Sorry, what was I gonna say?
I was just gonna say, your insurance is boat, motorcycle, and bicycle insurance. Your shit is not car insurance. I don't know why you wrecked your car today.
You should have read the fine print. But yeah, like it is crazy, like how like you said, it's kind of like the escalation. Because of the crime element in Chinatown, it did make the bulls crack down more in Chinatown, and then they weren't able to protect the people that they usually do.
Right.
But you could also
in
see
as little as they did.
Yeah, and the little bit that they did, because they are still just a gang trying to get money. But you could also see how this whole police force could have been very different if Bill was made chief instead of Atwood, who's a psychopath.
I couldn't be the police, so I don't know if I'd do that. But I appreciate your faith in me as someone who could get something like that done. But
yeah, you'd be a really great cop.
I'm not running for office this election, so y'all put it in the comments. Should I be the police chief?
Yeah, put it in the comments. Yay or nay on Bill police chief. But the bill we really the bill we're talking about.
I know it better be some yays.
But yeah, like you mentioned, after Young June gets the shit kicked out of him, he runs back into Father June. I honestly, when I first watched this, because I watched this episode twice, I thought that this was a hallucination. I guess I've seen too many bad movies like Rise of Skywalker, where just your father pops up out of nowhere and as a dream ghost and tries to give you some motivation. But then when the next scene happens, it's like, oh shit, he's really here.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of bad movies.
There's a lot more bad movies than good movies out there.
That's an accurate statement that you've seen a lot of bad movies.
But yeah, what did you think of just the return of Father June? And
the return of Father June sounds like a dope rock album. The return of Father June, boy, it's going down. It's got a little EDM elements to it,
Yeah, that's like your junior album. It's like your third album that you come out with.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about the return of Father June, mostly because
after you take a 4-year hiatus because your second album was fire and you're just worried about whether you're going to top it.
And then, COVID happened and then they couldn't go on tour. So this is going to be a good, exciting moment for all of music and entertainment.
The return of Father June is...
No, but the return of Father June was kind of it was cool, but, it's leaves you more to, to question more, what's going to happen. What is the power dynamic going to be like now that our friend Young June has gotten embarrassed, and they done made pieces and all that stuff. It's like, yo, Hassan, you fucked up, man. You made peace with the enemies.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy moment. Let's go ahead and just jump to that real quick, just touch on that, because Mai Ling gets out of prison pretty quickly. There's not a lot of suspense there. She just blackmails her way out, or negotiates her way out, I guess, because it took a little bit more than blackmail. But then she ends up...
Every blackmail comes with a negotiation.
That's true. I guess there has to be a little bit of negotiation in blackmail.
It's give and take. It's quid pro quo.
Yeah. All those Latin words you just said. But
give and take.
Buckley, he lets out Mai Ling. And Mai Ling ends up having a 50-50 partnership with Assam.
I can't go 50-50 with no hope.
I did like the moment where, he was like, man, I got cash right here. Let's just get this thing done. She's like, I know you've been selling fake cash. Come on. I run these streets.
Come on, dog. You got to bring me some real papers.
And I really like the development of Mai Ling's character, thinking about where she was when she started out in the first season, and just thinking about where she was before the show started. Just the plaything of this psychopathic warlord in China, and now she's running things like cream corn.
She running things. Stick with me, baby. I have you farting through silk. I'm running things. I'm running things.
Oh man, shout outs to Black Dynamite. I wish we could do that for Does It Hold Up, just so I could talk about it. Maybe we'll just do it for Black History Month.
I don't know. Does it fit our criteria? It might still fit our criteria.
I mean, it's unrecognized. It's undeniably incredible. Everybody knows it's incredible. So
it says Black Dynamite. I mean, come on. How could that be bad? How could that movie be bad?
Yeah, speaking of great titles, Black Dynamite. Come on now. But yeah, what did you think of just this partnership? We got brother and sister finally coming together. It's a heartwarming scene, right?
I don't know. It seems like too good to be true. This is going to be bad.
Yeah, it's definitely
everything in the show is bad. Bad things happen. Good things. It's like Game of Thrones before with Asian people.
And one of the shows that this really reminds me of for whatever reason, maybe it's thematically, but it reminds me a lot of Sons of Anarchy, because and I think this episode kind of pushed on those themes a little bit more, where we have these characters who are essentially gangsters. They do bad shit, then they kill people, and that affects people in their community. And every once in a while you get a peek of how those people in the community are affected outside of the badasses that we love, who are the heroes of the show. So it's the hot player, kind of like the Sons of Anarchy of 1800s Chinatown.
So does that mean the long Z is the Mayans?
Yeah, they're the Mayans. There you go.
They're the Mayans. I got math. I know math.
There you go. 1 + 1. I really should watch Mayans, as much as I love Sons of Anarchy.
No.
Oh, is that a bad idea?
No, y'all. Just don't waste y'all time. He do what he want to do on his time, y'all. Save yourself some time.
Save yourself. And we mentioned this a little bit just to touch on when Mai Ling gets out of prison. She's kind of looks the fellowship are kind of looking at her sideways. The council are looking at her sideways. It's like, hey, you spent all this money on white people? On white people?
Whitey, you gave all money to Whitey?
Because you know what they're going to do.
Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it, and he'll be on his way. Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it.
He'll take it.
Whitey will take it, and he'll be on his way. Amen. Yes, amen.
Amen. Yes, amen. Brother. Yes. Whitey.
Go check out the Gemstones episode right now.
Yeah, it's funny how this has become the song for Warrior and not Gemstones, but it's apt. It's apt.
Wiley's not taking it. Wiley already has everything in the present, so we don't sing it on the Gemstones.
Yeah,
Wiley already took it.
Gemstones.
Wiley already took it. Wiley done took it. Wiley done took it. That's the song for Gemstones.
Wiley got it. Yeah, and this like in this episode, Mai Ling she reveals that the money's gone, as we could have assessed that all the money that she invested in
the thrill is gone.
Shit is gone.
It's gone, goddamn bitch. You done fucked up. Now you got to get into the fake money making business. And you got to get into some more drugs. This is going to be a wild season.
Oh, yeah. She's going to get some super gangster shit. And I'm very excited about the moment, because I know it's coming. About the moment where she kills that white lady. Because she going to get revenge on that white lady.
She going to kill that white lady. She going to chop her fingers off.
I can't wait.
Chop your toenails off, bitch.
Because as we've seen many times,
white lady. You from your asshole, from your chest to your asshole.
Oh, yeah, like, as we see, Mai Ling does not play.
That's some fucked up shit, dog. She sent that bitch to prison for some shit she knows that bitch didn't do.
Yeah.
And then she
really
slapped
jealousy.
her. I'm gonna tell you something. You slapped me and you sent me in jail for some shit I ain't do. You better hope I die in prison.
Ooh, man.
You better hope I die on the way out of prison. If I get out, you better hope a motherfucking bus hit me. God damn it. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm coming back with all the revenge of all my ancestors, god damn it.
Yeah, man, that's definitely, if that's not like one of the first things she does in the next episode, it's gonna be like the last thing she does at the end of the season or something. Like, she's either gonna savor it or she's gonna take care of it real quick. I love my
Yeah, she's gonna be like bounce back on her ass. She gonna do the people's elbow on this bitch. Oh yeah. That's what's
Sorry
happening.
for you listeners. I just did the rock people's elbow.
Just did it. Drop that shit on them.
But yeah,
Goldberg spear this bitch. God damn it! Man, this is ridiculous.
Man, we gotta do like just a 90s wrestling podcast or something. That's gonna be the next channel.
If we do, it is on and popping. We can just talk about matches.
Yeah.
They're on YouTube. We can just put them on YouTube, like pull them off of YouTube.
Yeah, just watch SmackDown episodes, like the legendary episodes. Like, I don't go fuck.
Just watch 1, 2, 3 Kid versus Doink episodes.
Yeah, let's watch Sunday Night Heat episodes.
This is not what people came to watch. This is not what y'all came here to hear, is it?
Yeah, I might cut this. Who knows?
No, we're not cutting nothing.
Put it in the comments if this stays as here. It's like, wow, this is fine.
Or if this was dumb. Let us know.
But yeah, let's talk about Bill for just a little bit, because he makes a big decision. He quits the Force because he just seen too much
I will
crazy
never
shit.
quit the Force, as I am a Jedi.
The Force is all around us, as Yoda has taught us all.
Right. Penetrates us, which is kind of invasive. It does what it does. The Force
does what it does. Don't think about it too much. Just let it be inside you.
Yeah, don't make this weird. Just let it happen.
Yeah, don't make this weird. Just unclench your butthole and take the
Force.
Look
me in my eyes. Yeah, Bill got tired of seeing some fucked up shit, man. Like, yo, I was getting tired of seeing it too. I was like, can we stop seeing this? This is triggering.
Yeah,
as the white kids say. It's triggering.
Yeah, I appreciate that they wanted to hammer home how awful the cops were to Chinese people in this time, because the first 2 seasons, I do think that they did play it pretty light. It's like, oh, there's, only half of the cops are bad. But, like, really, I'm sure at that time, like, everybody was racist and violent and awful.
Well, Bill's still racist.
Yeah, he's still racist. He's just like, I don't hate humans.
He's like, we gonna just fuck up people all day? That sounds exhausting. Mentally, that sounds exhausting. Like, we just gonna whoop ass all day. Babies,
I got a bad shoulder.
Old people, old women, fucking young women, young boys, just whooping them up all upside their head, all up in their ass, just whooping them.
just whipping ass. And then he got sick of that, and he decided he'd get back with his woman. She takes him back. And it's really sweet. Woman. Now I foresee him going one of two ways, and let me know if you like either of these ways, or you're thinking of a different way Bill might go.
Big Bill.
So I'm thinking he might Atwood gets kicked out or killed or whatever, and then he becomes a chief. That's one way he could go. Or he becomes like a bartender or something like that, and he becomes just like a friend of the Hopway. Like, he helps him out every once in a while in a jam. He's just like, cool white dude.
He gonna be the Whitey Connect? So wait a minute. You saying that he is going to be the Hopway's Huggy Bear? Is that what you're...
Oh, man.
He gonna be the one... Like giving the police like a little tips every once in a while. Also giving the streets some tips. Y'all need to be careful. We got the Hopway is in trouble right now. I'm gonna tell you what, child. Why don't you take this back to your Hopway and tell them the police is coming down hard on them. 12 is gonna be down the street.
Yeah, I can see him embodying that if he doesn't end up being like the chief.
I guess I should have did that with an Irish accent.
No, I like the idea of Bill just like turning into like just getting a black accent all of a sudden after.
What y'all been talking about over here? Come back from a year later being in New Orleans. Just come back with that sauce.
Oh man, Bill! I don't think Bill would survive in New Orleans.
Bill come back. He'd be like making gumbo and beignets and shit. He'd be over there stirring the gumbo. Talking, yeah, baby, we gonna have a good gumbo tonight, baby.
But yeah, like I can see him either way. I think he's gonna be more friendly to the.
I got it, Huggy Bear.
Well, either way, I think he's gonna.
If y'all don't know who Huggy Bear is, Google that.
Yeah. Google Skarsky and Hutch. But I do think that he's going to be more friendly to the Hopway, and no matter in what capacity he goes going forward.
The Hopway. It sounds like the hop, like a way of life. He's going to live the Hopway.
The Hopway. Yeah, it's like it's the creed of the double Dutch professionals.
Right.
This is the Hopway.
The Hopway. Don't forget the hopscotch people.
But Edmund Mosley, a special agent with the Secret Service, he's been working with Lee, old country boy, and they've been investigating the counterfeit biz, and they end up getting caught up. Chow sets him up for an ambush with Happy Jack and his crew.
Good old-fashioned ambush.
But it's an ambush of an ambush. It's
a double cross. It's a double cross.
It's a trap. Yeah, like...
We're in a tight spot.
We're just going to say it like a million movie quotes. We're just in a bad situation. I got a bad feeling about this. But yeah, no, the Chow ends up getting double crossed by
I'll be back. Wait. I don't think that one works.
But that's a good question for right now, because there's a lot of questions about the characters here. Edmund Mosley, Lee, and Chow could all be dead right now. Who do you think?
You think Happy Jack is going to kill all those people? He's a guy who's named Happy Jack. It's very odd for him to kill that many people.
Yeah, I'm assuming the name's ironic.
I feel like he's going to try to negotiate himself some kind of political capital of some kind. Street capital.
Yeah.
Out here in these streets.
Because the only one that they straight up shot was Edmund Mosley.
He needed to get shot. He needs some, humbling moments in his life.
Yeah, I think that he's still alive, and he's gonna get more crazy after this.
Still alive and kicking. I'm better now. That's what he's singing right now.
Yeah. You just can hear that bass line. It's just a close up on his face, blood spurting out of his face. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for him to go straight. But what if crazy person?
What if Chow goes Chow on their ass? Because Chow ain't no bitch. What if he fucking, does some whoop, 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 pop, pop, pop type shit on their ass, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think this is going somewhere dark with Lee. They've been using his character as a dark character, even though they brought him in as like this beacon of light, and then he just got his light turned out. He's kind of on the dark side.
Yeah, he's definitely on the edge. You see how he's not a cop
Living
anymore.
on the edge.
He's working at a bar with his cute black girlfriend, but he's still, like you say, he does still have like that beacon of morality. He's still like a good guy.
But he's like Darth Vader right now. He's like Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, he's totally on his Anakin shit right now.
Yeah, he got a Sith Lord that he's following. He's like, yeah, this is what I wanted to do the whole time, but they wouldn't let me do it before.
Not like this.
Oh yeah, the Jedi wouldn't let me, interrogate people and like run up reports and stuff.
But now he's starting to see that his Emperor Palpatine is a little fucked up too. He's like,
right.
Well, you're also kind of not right.
Damn, Uncle Palpatine.
Damn, Palps.
You fucking everything up, dog. It's kind of crazy. You might be just as crazy as the new police chief.
Yeah, he just hides a little bit better. And you could see, it's funny, like, because their rapport in the first couple of episodes they were working together, you could see another world where they work really well together, because he is about the law, and so is Lee. But now you're starting to see the differences in how they pursue it. And I'm interested to see, a little bit more of that dark side of Lee, because it's been creeping out every time he gets pushed up against the wall, especially when somebody tries to come and collect that bounty. You see the crazy come out of Lee, so we'll see what happens in the next few episodes. But do you have any final thought? Well, actually, no. Before we get out of here, sorry, skipped over young June and Father June getting out of jail. Like, we saw they were about to scrap and do some stabbing.
It's time to get itchy out here.
And for a minute, I thought that they were gonna have a really sad, dramatic moment where Father June was gonna have to go back to China, and they can only get young June out.
There can only be one June.
There can only be one June. And I thought it would have been nice. Like, I would have understood it narratively. But
I wouldn't have. I see they paid him too much money to be in one episode. Don't make no sense. Paying him all of this money to be in one episode.
Yeah. And it seems like, June is wavering. There's definitely a rift between Assam and June. We barely talked about Assam this episode. But yeah, there's definitely a rift between Assam and young June in this episode, and it seems like it only gets worse after the deal with Mai Ling. So we'll see how. What do you
think is gonna be up with the manservant, Mai Ling's manservant husband?
I think he's a ride or die for Mai Ling. I hope we don't end up with some weird Jon Snow situation where he begrudgingly stabs her or something like that.
Yeah, nothing, Jon Snow.
I think it's more likely we're gonna have a begrudging, dope ass fight scene between him and Jimmy Lee, who's also he clearly has a strong relationship with. It's like, I gotta choose between my boy or my girl. I gotta go with my girl.
All
day. I mean, Mai Ling is awesome, so I get it.
All day. Ride and die with this bitch.
Oh man, guys, but thank you so much for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Letterboxd, all the internet things.
Like it right now.
At the Drunk Banthas.
Subscribe.
Stay safe, my little itchy onions. Is that racist? And may the force be with you.